If you enjoy fishing, then you are well aware of the importance of knowing the depth of the water that you're in. How would you like to be able to know the exact depth that you're in that puts you in a great place to be able to catch fish? However, you don't have to look at any screens any longer or try to find information. How would you like to be able to hear the information? We are presenting today the world's first and the world's only talking depth finder. It's the Depth Whisperer. There is no other product out there like this. If you enjoy fishing, you've got to have something like this. And it's so nice to have on the program today the creator, the inventor, the gentleman who came up with this whole thing and has been an avid fisherman for many, many years. We're going to talk about that and so much more. But Ralph McGonigal is joining us right now. Ralph, welcome to the show. Good to have you here.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
And first of all, how long have you been fishing?
40 years and a bit.
Oh my goodness, then you know how this is done, right?
I've had some practice.
Now, was I accurate in saying that this is the world's only talking?
First and only.
First and only. Correct. Because there are lots of depth finders out there. Why do we need one that talks to us?
The ears work all the time, Bob, right?
Right, that's true.
Your eyes only give you information when you're focused on something.
Ah, right.
When you have to watch the depth sounder screen all the time, you're aware of the depth when you can,
right?
But every time something happens in the boat, something happens with your tackle, and it takes your attention from the depth sounder screen,
right,
you get lost on the water again.
And there's always something going on in the boat, some distraction, right?
Well, let's see. There's the boat itself. There's guiding the boat. There is your tackle. There is catching a fish. There is tossing a beer to your buddy in the back. There is untangling your grandson's lines.
Right.
I have invented so many ways.
I mean, this just makes sense, friends. We all know, once again, the importance of knowing the depth. Now, being able to hear it, you just have to listen for it. You don't have to focus on it whatsoever. All right, so let's get into how this works. When you turn this on, the voice occurs right away. As a matter of fact, we're going to all listen to it right now. So when you turn it on, what happens?
We shall push the...
Hello, 2 seconds. Abrupt, 4 feet. Shallow, 5 feet. 11.9 volts. Ready.
She said hello.
Okay, so
she's turned on.
Okay, so she's programmed?
She is programmed, and you can change the programming.
Okay.
Her second announcement is shallow. Oh, her second announcement was 2 seconds.
Okay.
It means she's going to speak the depth every 2 seconds. 2-second interval between.
Can you change
speaking.
that?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Menu control. Her next statement was abrupt, 4 feet.
Right, right.
If you encounter a sudden change in the bottom depth, the sort of place that might hold fish,
right,
she'll tell you about that immediately. She won't wait for the interval. She'll give you an alert immediately.
Aha.
The last one is shallow.
Okay.
You can set the depth that you consider to be shallow for your boat. And as you approach that depth, she'll tell you about it. And when you hit that depth, she will alert you again without waiting.
Aha.
The last thing she said was the voltage in your boat battery. When the voltage drops below 11 volts, you've fished too long, and you should start your boat, your outboard, and charge that battery back up or while you still can.
Right, right. Okay, so that's a great alert. You know, that's okay. So now we know what happens when you turn this on. Let's go through a little bit. You're out, you know, in the middle of the lake, and you're in the boat having a great time.
Okay.
What is she going to say? And we'll hear that right now.
Shallow, 3 feet. Shallow, 4 feet.
You're leaving your
Shallow,
back.
4 feet.
Oh, I see.
5 feet.
So you're making your way out.
Now you're above
The
the
depth
shallow
is getting
end.
deeper.
7 feet.
And she's telling you exactly the
8
depth.
feet.
Exactly.
Oh, that's great. Now, if I don't want to hear the voice, can I mute that out if I want to?
She's very
Not that
easy.
I want to, Ralph, but can I mute?
Unlike some of the people in my fishing boat occasionally, she is very easy to turn off.
Okay.
And she's very easy to adjust the volume, so you can have her loud or you can have her quiet.
Right.
She's always polite.
Ah, very, very nice.
There is in addition to the volume adjustment, there is an output port. You can connect, instead of using the built-in speakers, you can connect her to about any audio device you can imagine. An external speaker, a headset, your boat stereo, a variety of output possibilities. But I'll tell you the one I like best.
Which one?
I have a Bluetooth transmitter that plugs in here and a Bluetooth earpiece that hangs here. She whispers in my ear. And no one else in the boat knows as much as I know about where we are on the water.
Little secrets, huh?
This makes me seem smarter sometimes than I would otherwise.
What's the advantage of knowing the depth of the water that you're in? How can that help us?
Here's the way it works for me. You get that first hit.
Right.
You've just learned something important. There's a school of fish right there. And she just told you what depth they were at. Oh. You already know when you get that first hit where you are on the water.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
You try to stay there because where you caught one, you will catch another.
Right.
That's the way fish behave.
Right.
But the wind and the waves don't cooperate. The boat starts to move.
Mm-hmm.
With an ordinary depth sounder, when you're watching the screen, the next time you think to look at the screen, you wanted to be at 14 feet, you're at 22 feet. You're way away from the fish.
Yeah.
She says 4 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet. You're aware. And the minute you're aware of drifting off, you start pulling the boat back. You never get lost on the water. So you know where you found them. Right. You can stay where you found them. Always aware. You spend your time where the fish are.
Right. So it's having the right information at the right time.
Exactly.
Which makes all the difference in the world, as you well know. So this is the Depth Whisperer, and be sure to go to the website that you see on the screen to get more information about this. It is so unique. It's the only one like it anywhere in the world, the only depth binder that talks to you. Now you can focus on what you went out to do that day anyway, and that is catch fish, instead of trying to hunt down and look at a screen and get it that way. Now you can just listen and find out exactly the depth that you're on. By all means, I mean, if you enjoy fishing, you want to catch fish, no doubt about it, here is the quick and easy way to do just that. Ralph, thanks so much for joining us, and be sure to go to that website and get your Depth Whisperer.